This is Spreaker Web Radio.
2, 1. And here we are, trying something new today. It's Chris's birthday, so the tank's not doing it today, and I'm his replacement. I'm the brummie. We'll start off with giving off the earlier scores. Manchester United beat Arsenal 2-1. Van Persie scored in the 3rd minute, which must have really annoyed a lot of Arsenal fans. Patrice Evra then made it 2-0 in the 67th minute, and then Cazorla got one back in the 90th. But it was obviously too late. Well, 90 plus 5, so in Fergie time. FA Cup, there's been a couple of early-ish kickoffs. Hereford's finished Hereford United 3, Shrewsbury Town 1. And at half-time, it's Boreham Wood 0, Brentford 2. We've got quite a lot of games to cover today, and I'm joined with 3 guests. We'll start off with Matt Harris. Matt, would you like to tell us what game you're doing?
I am doing Fulham versus Everton, which is now a minute in. Everton have possession. That's about it.
Have you got the team lineups for us?
They've gone, but I can get those a bit later.
Alright then. And next on to CJ. CJ, would you like to tell us what game you're doing?
Sunderland 1.
And have you got the teams?
Yeah, it's Sunderland is Big League goals, largely Hobart, Fire, Shea defence, Cattermole, centre mid, Cattermole, Gardner, Robertson, and Johnson, and Sesame Young, and then Fletcher, and for Villa, it's Guzan, Bennett, Warren, West, and then Clark, Ireland, Barnes, and Paul Burns, and Tekken.
There we go. And finally, last but not least, Marvin.
Hi guys, early chance for Tottenham to be honest. Dempsey down the side had a shot and it was deflected out for a corner. The corner came to nothing. Team news, Tottenham, Brad Friedel, Kyle Walcott, William Gallas, Stephen Corker and Jan Vertonghen at the back. Sandro, Tom Huddleston, Clint Dempsey, Aaron Lennon in midfield, and then Jermaine Defoe and Bale started up front, I believe. For Wigan, in goal, Ali Labse, Ivan Ramsey, Gary Caldwell, Figueroa and Emerson Boyce at the back, James McCarthy, Ben Watson, Botajor, if that's how you say it, Aruna Kone, Franco Di Santo and Sean Maloney for Wigan.
Sounds like it's going to be a good game. I'll do a quick run through all the fixtures. Barclays Premier League, Fulham Everton, Norwich Stoke, Sunderland Villa, Swansea Chelsea and Tottenham Wigan. FA Cup first round. Obviously Boreham Woods at half time. We've got AFC Floyd versus Accrington Stanley, Aldershot versus Hendon. Barnet and obviously my team Oxford United. Bishop Stortford versus Hastings, Bournemouth versus Dagenham, which is where Chris is at the moment, Bristol versus Sheffield United, Bury versus Exeter, Carlisle versus Ebbsfleet, Chelmsford versus Colchester, Cheltenham versus Yates, which I'd like to say is an early goal for Cheltenham so it's 1-0 to Cheltenham, Chesterfield Hartlepool, Coventry versus Owlsley, Crewe versus Wickham, Doncaster versus Bradford Park Avenue, Fleetwood versus Bromley, Forest Green Rovers versus Port Vale, Gillingham versus Scunthorpe, Guiseley versus Barrow, Kidderminster versus Oldham, Lincoln Warsaw, Luton Nuneaton, Mansfield Slough. Yep, there's a lot of games on at the moment. Met Police versus Crawley, Morecambe Rochdale, Northampton Bradford, Portsmouth Notts County, Preston versus Yeovil, Rotherham Stevenage, Southend Stockport, Swindon Macclesfield, Torquay Harrogate, Wrexham Alfreton, and York versus Wimbledon. There's also a full championship lineup. There's one late kick-off, which is Bolton versus Cardiff. The rest of them: Birmingham Ipswich, Burnley Wolverhampton, Charlton versus Middlesbrough, Crystal Palace versus Blackburn, Derby versus Blackpool, Huddersfield Bristol City, Hull City Barnsley, Notts Forest versus Millwall, Sheffield Wednesday Peterborough, and Watford versus Leicester. To a lesser extent, well in my opinion anyway, the SPL: Dundee Hearts, Hibs St Mirren, Kilmarnock versus Inverness, Ross County Aberdeen, and St Johnstone versus Motherwell, where there's already been a goal. Wrexham have taken the lead against Alfreton, and Woking have taken the lead against Gateshead. And that's it so far. Have a quick look for any other news.
Sunderland scored a goal that was apparently offside. It wasn't.
Do you want to tell us a bit about
that? Basically, he just got through shaky the defence and then knocked it over 2%, chipped him, and it went in, and he wasn't even offside.
Fair enough. Rangers have taken the lead against Alloa. Sorry, just watching the scores scrolling through the bottom. It should be interesting today because there are a lot more games on than usual. So,
yeah.
Rangers 1, Alloa 0. Shields after 2 minutes. Probably kind of expect that from Rangers.
Oh my word! What a goal!
Matt, would you like to tell us about this goal?
Brian Ruiz has just scored a cracking free kick for Fulham. It went right in off the post, and it was such a good goal. I thought it was Reese who took it, which wouldn't have surprised me, but it's Brian Ruiz who curls it right onto the post and in. 1-0 Fulham.
And there we go. An early goal in the Premier League, which always helps the show go along. Have a look at the other games. Doesn't look like there's been much happening at the moment, apart from the disallowed goal at the Sunderland Villa game. Bishop Stortford have taken the lead against Hastings. And Port Vale have taken the lead against Forest Green. And nothing else in the FA Cup so far. Hopefully Oxford will take the lead very soon. I wonder if Edgar Davids is playing today for Barnet. Sorry, this is a personal hope of mine, as it would be pretty funny. No, Edgar Davids is on the bench for Barnet. So that's always a very risky thing to put up with. Would you like to know whether Akinfenwa was playing for Northampton?
Oh yeah, go for it.
This would be... It's always nice to see if Akinfenwa was playing. Absolute tank that he is. Yes, he is.
Oh.
So, even more chance there. Anything happening in any of your games, CJ, Marvin?
I just thought that. But I think it's a free kick. Yeah, it looks like whoever it is, one of the ones in the lower left part, Westwood is injured.
Fair enough, Marvin.
Not too bad of a shot by Dempsey just there, just wide of the left-hand post, but it's just middle part football really, so not much to say.
Fair enough. And Bristol Rovers have taken the lead against Sheffield United, which is pretty much a shock on the cards there. Bristol Rovers obviously not the greatest of teams. That's put in nicely. Even we beat them. Having a look through, for anyone that cares, Cowden Beef are 5-1 up against the Vale of Leithen. I will get quick, in fact, might as well, we'll go through the Scottish Cup games as well.
Yes.
Airdrie Wraith Rovers, Albion Rovers versus Morton, Ayr United versus, I am not even going to attempt to say that name, Brecon City versus Bonnyrigg Rose.
Beacon.
Bucky versus Turriff United. Dumbarton versus East Stirlingshire. Edinburgh City versus Queen of the South. Elgin versus East Fife. Forth and Nine County. Inverurie, Loco, whoever they are losing 1-0 to Arbroath. There's already been a goal in that one. Partick Thistle against Cove Rangers. Rangers obviously against Alloa. Stenhousemuir versus Berwick. Stirling versus Devereux Vale. And Stranraer versus Queen's Park. Back in the Premier League, obviously just got confirmation of that Ruiz free kick, but it's not been given as a Ruiz goal apparently. It's a Tim Howard own goal.
I don't see how. It's pretty much on target until it went gliding into the post.
Free kick. They've said free kick over the wall. Howard tips the ball onto the post, but it ricochets off his back. And apparently it has gone down as an own goal, which would be a bit harsh on Ruiz, as it was on target.
Yeah.
But I suppose that's just how it works. Unlucky for Ruiz. Looking through, no more goals yet so far. Not that I can see anyway. Forth, okay, wait, one's just come through. Forth have taken the lead against Nine County. That in that massive game that everyone cares about. Having a look through, anything in the Championship. Oh, a good start for Mick McCarthy. Ipswich have taken the lead against Birmingham away from home. 1-0 to Ipswich. Campbell after 8 minutes. And another goal in another Championship game. Millwall have taken the lead against Nottingham Forest. And Trotter scored that one. Not sure whether that's Rodney Trotter. Yeah, little Only Fools and Horses reference in there. I'm glad someone got that. Still looking through. Can't see anything else so far. Feel free if anyone gets a scoreline that I haven't seen to update me, by the way.
Yeah.
Everyone helps everyone here. And especially because it's my first time, that would be a big help.
Of course. Jesus Christ, these BBC scores haven't updated yet.
Cowden Beef are
So-
absolutely running rampant.
6-1.
6-1 to Cowden Beef in the 51st minute. This is pretty bad. And to think that, looking at it, Vale of Even took the lead after 2 minutes. And it's gone very downhill for them. Have a look through. Norwich Stoke, no kill, apparently no shots.
Ooh.
Oh, there's been a goal. Port Vale made it 2-0. MacDonald with the goal. Looking through.
Oh.
Is that a goal?
Berbatov's holding up the ball well on the counter attack. Oh. Blocked from Daniel. Shot from Damien Duff. Howard saves.
Fair enough.
Attack over.
Fleetwood are 1-0 up against Bromley. By the way, I might repeat scores because I'm just going through here trying to find something. Waiting for that illustrious moment where Barnet 0, Oxford 1 comes up. With a goal that is going to be from John Paul Pittman on his return. Let's hope so anyway. Through, still just the one goal in the Premier League. Guiseley have taken the lead against Barrow. Something Chris won't be happy with. Morecambe have taken the lead against Rochdale. Fleming scored that one. Dumbarton 1, East Stirling 0. Still looking through, and I think that's pretty much up to date. I would say so. Is there anything going on in your game, Matt?
But Fellaini's looking menacing for Everton. He's had a couple of shots. And other than that, it's a very open game, and it's looking good for me. And I'm glad I got left with this game.
Could have been much worse. You could have been stuck with, at the moment, what looks like a ball fest in Norwich Stoke.
Yeah.
Charlton have taken the lead against Middlesbrough. Bit of a surprise. Hulse has scored there. And Derby have taken the lead against Blackpool. Robinson with the goal. Anything in your game, CJ?
Well, it wasn't Western, it was Bennett who was taken off, and Eric Mayfield was taken off with this. That's a bit. With a lot of hard calls in mention.
There we go. And Marvin?
Well, this is the worst 15 minutes I've ever seen in my life. It's just Tottenham playing it across the back, really. Dempsey had that shot in the first minute, and that's literally been it.
No, it sounds like an absolutely amazing game you've given yourself there.
I am jealous.
I am very jealous as well. Keep looking through. There's a shock on the cards with Guiseley taking the lead. I don't know what the names of these teams are in the Scottish one, so this might be a bit hard for me to keep going through these. Bucky are 1-0 down to Turriff United. Harris has scored. Partick 1-0 up against Cove. Forbes.
Whoa.
And Rafe 1-0 up against Airdrie. Mensing. There we go. That's up to date in the Scottish Cup. Or at least I would hope so. Unless Sky Sports are lying to me. Keep looking at...
Just a rain for a goal.
Come on, Premier League, liven up a bit. We're waiting for the Premier League to liven up a bit here. As we look through, anything else in the Championship? Oh, Watford have taken the league. Phil Sam will be happy about that. Abdi with the goal. At the moment, it looks like the Championship's going to be a lot better to watch than the Premier League. But I suppose there aren't really any games that really stand out there. The early kick-off was Man U Arsenal, obviously finished 2-1. Man United now top of the table by 2 points. Well, 1 point at the moment as things stand because Chelsea are drawing.
Ooh.
FA Cup first round. That seems to be where most of the attention is going to be today. Wycombe have taken the lead away at Crewe. For any Wycombe fans out there that may be listening. And unfortunately, any Crewe fans that might be listening. Which is unfortunate for them. Chesterfield 1, Hartlepool 0. And that is it so far in the FA Cup. The team I refuse to say the name of have scored, which is not helping. But Ayr United are losing 1-0 to Clacknacuddin. Yeah, that team. Finnish have scored for them. That's good for them. Looking through the names of the teams that they play in their league, and it doesn't get any easier. Apart from Edinburgh City. That one's pretty easy to say. Sorry, I'm probably putting off any Scottish people that may be listening here. But that's just a Brummie who can't say the names of certain places. CJ, whenever I have to say a Scottish name, I'm going to cut to you, alright?
Alright.
That could be the little filler. Alright. Getting confirmation of the Watford goal there. Chesterfield taking the lead at Hartlepool. And Wycombe. All those being confirmed now. Fleetwood have gone 2-0 up against Bromley. And Hull City have taken the lead against Barnsley. Aluko scored for Hull again. Not doing bad in the Championship is Aluko. Yeah, the Championship looks pretty interesting at the moment. Keep going through. Trying to keep us up to date, of course. Anything in any of your games? Start with you, Matt.
It's back and forth. I think Osman had a shot earlier. It was comfortably saved by Schwarzer. And Everton are on the attack again. Here we go. No, pass straight into a Fulham defender.
Wait. CJ, your turn.
Still just the same, except Villa have had like 4 corners, I think, and Sunderland have none. So Villa have got a lot of possession just now.
Marvin, last time it sounded like you were preparing the rope. Has that got any better?
I'm still preparing the rope. It's absolutely awful. Tottenham have got a corner, I believe. Now, yeah, it is a corner, but other than that, there's absolutely nothing happening.
That's not very good. Excuse me. Torquay are 1-0 down to Harrogate in what could be a very, very big upset. Chilaka scoring for Harrogate. Looks like it's gone a bit slower now. Still nothing in the Premier League. Championship. Oh, a couple of shouts there. Who wants to go first?
Oh, I was just singing the Mighty Mighty Harrogate for some reason.
Oh, that's
go to CJ.
CJ, anything? Oh, it was Marvin then.
Yeah. From the corner, it was an awful ball in. It's headed away by one of the Wigan defenders. I'm not sure who it was, and it goes straight to Vertonghen on fodder. He's had a go and he's hit it straight at Al Habsi, but Wigan are on the attack right now. It's a good ball in, but it's come to nothing. No, Tottenham clear it.
At least something's now happened in your game.
Yeah.
Sorry, I used that as a segue to get a drink because I was choking to death. Segue. Anyway. Update on, I'll do a run through all the scores. This might take a while, so it's probably not a good idea. I'll just do the Premier League for now. Fulham 1, Everton 0, Norwich City 0, Stoke City 0 in what is being dubbed by them as the most boring game of the season so far. Sunderland 0, Villa 0, Swansea 0, Chelsea 0, and Tottenham 0, Wigan 0. The late kick-off is West Ham United versus Manchester City, which should be a good game. Looking through the FA Cup again, and unless I'm missing anything out, it looks like that's all up to date. Obviously, a couple of upsets on the cards at the moment with the Torquay losing and Bristol Rovers beating Sheffield United. SPL. Oh, there's been a couple of goals in the SPL I've missed. Dundee are 1-0 up to Hearts, and Inverness are winning 1-0 away at Kilmarnock. Scottish Cup again. I'm not really sure how to say some of these team names, so I will just look through for the ones I can. Inverurie Loco are now 2-0 down to Arbroath. And in what could be another upset, Nuneaton are 1-0 up away at Luton Town. And obviously everyone hates Luton Town, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I hate Luton Town.
Who isn't? Who doesn't? Crew 1, Wickham 1 in another scoreline. Pogba scoring, and not the Pogba that was greedy and wanted money, so went to Juventus. Obviously, otherwise he wouldn't be at Crew. In an interesting note, that is the only game I've seen so far in the English leagues anyway, that both teams have scored. Some interesting score. Oh, Burnley have taken the lead at home to Wolves. Patterson scoring the goal. My dad won't be too happy about that one.
It was the wind that took it. Oh, those adverts.
Oh, I remember that advert. Just watching Monday Night Raw and constantly that coming on in the ad break.
Oh god, yeah, that was where it was, wasn't it?
Yep. Literally every 5 minutes. It was like watching a John Cena segment. Anyway, looking through the scores again. Get back onto football here for the people who don't have a clue what we're talking about. In the early-ish kickoff, Boreham Wood are still losing to Brentford. Rangers are now 2-0 up against Alloa. Shields have scored again. Brecon 0, Bonnyrigg 1, Grady. And confirmation of Burnley taking the lead against Wolves. Have a look through some of the other leagues who are on today. For anyone who cares, Gateshead 0, Woking 1 in the Blue Square Prem. Tamworth Grimsby is still 0-0. If we have any Spanish people out there, that I highly doubt it, but Malaga 0, Rayo Vallecano 1 is the current score in that massive game. Nottingham Forest have got an equaliser. Billy Sharp has scored for Forest. Yep, just about to say that one. Cowden Beef 7, Vale of Leithen 1. Ramsey in the 64th minute, not Aaron Ramsey, he's not that quick. Brecon City losing now to Bonnyrigg Rose 1-0. Grady, 21st minute. Looking through, Dumbarton 1, East Stirlingshire 0. I forgot to say that one, I have a feeling. Partick Thistle 1, Cove Rangers 0. If I am just repeating scorelines, I sincerely apologise. But it is absolutely hectic with all these games going on today. I don't know how Chris copes. Anything happening in your game, Matt?
Still reasonably back and forth. Fulham, I believe it was Ruiz who whipped in a dangerous cross at right across the face of goal. It was cleared by Jagielka, and a counter attack for Everton came from the result corner. And Ruiz just tried to curl one into the corner cheaply, but it's flown away. Yes.
Unlucky for him. CJ, is your game still boring?
Sutherland just got the corner, but yeah, that's good.
That's not good. Marvin's just had an orgasm. What's happened?
Wigan have just had a great chance. It's a Runakone one-on-one with Brad Friedel, and he's hit it straight at the keeper. Probably the best moment of the match so far. But Sandro has gone off for Tottenham, I believe, when Gylfi Sigurdsson has come on. I didn't see any injuries, so I'm not too sure what's happened there. But there's a corner for Wigan now.
Might just be an attacking substitution there. Fourth out, I've went 2-0 up against Nine County, and Doncaster have taken the lead.
Yes, Donny!
Against Bradford Park Avenue, and Woods after 27 minutes.
Good on Donny.
I love that. It still comes up with goal, even in rugby union scores. I don't understand.
Just 1 minute left in this part, so just have a quick rundown of the Premier League scores, which will not take longer whatsoever. Fulham 1, Everton 0. Norwich 0, Stoke 0. Sunderland 0, Villa 0. Swansea City 0, Chelsea 0. And Tottenham Hotspur 0, Wigan Athletic 0. I'm quite happy that people have decided to join us for the first part, if they have. Oh, what's happened quickly?
Lethal cross. Just needed someone to get their head to it for Everton, but no one got there. Fellaini got it, but it rebounded off his chest into quite far into a Fulham player, so it was cleared in the end.
That's unlucky. Yep, 15 seconds left. If you've decided to join us for the first part, thank you quite a lot for that. And hopefully you'll join us for part 2. See you soon. Right, guys, and we're back now with part 2 in what could be the biggest shock of the day if I'm not getting bad advice in my ear. Middlesbrough have equalised against Charlton, and Woodgate has scored the goal. For the first time in God knows how long, Woodgate has scored a goal.
It's not even an own goal.
Yep, he's put it in the right net as well. Should mention that. I don't know how he did it, but what I'm hoping it was a 50-yard blistering run. I highly doubt that though.
It is the championship.
There'd have to be some pretty slow defenders for Jonathan Woodgate to do a 50-yard blistering run. Plus he'd probably pull up after 5 yards.
This big run, he just pulls up with blisters after 20 yards.
I actually do think he would though. Anyway, sorry. Right, getting back on track. Coventry have taken the lead against Arlesey Town, and Ball has scored that one. In the biggest game of the day, without a doubt, there's still been no goals between Barnet and Oxford. Obviously the biggest game of the day just for me. Rotherham have taken the lead against Stevenage. Bradley scored the goal. Airdrie have equalised against Rafe. Griffin with a goal there. Gateshead 1, Woking 1. Gillies has scored the goal. And in the FA Cup, Hendon have taken the lead against Aldershot. So there's another big chance of an upset there. There's been quite a lot of upsets on the cards at the moment.
Oh.
And in the game Chris is at, I have just noticed, Bournemouth 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Give a shout out to Perry now, who's Chris's mate who he's gone to the game with, who's a Daggers fan. He won't be too happy with that. Hibernian 0, St Mirren 1. Stenhousemuir 0, Berwick 1, and to get us up to date, Forest Green 1, Port Vale 2. Norwood with the goal there. So, still a chance for Forest Green. As we haven't done it in this part yet, we'll start off with Marvin this time. We'll do Marvin first in this part. Has there been any other chances apart from the Wigan attack in your game?
Well, Wigan have had just not long had another attack. I'm not sure who it was. I think it might have been Jean Bolterjour. He's one-on-one with Brad Friedel again, and he's hit it straight. I think they're replaying it now. I think it is Bolterjour. Yeah, and he's just hit it straight at Brad Friedel again. But then Aruna Kone played a ball over the top to someone that must have thought he was offside because he's just left it. But he weren't offside, and if he'd have carried on his run, he probably would have scored or put it straight at Brad Friedel like they are doing. But yeah, still 0-0 and 35 minutes gone.
Not very good there. CJ, anything for you? CJ, you are still alive, aren't you? Right, something's happened to CJ. He may be dead. Matt, we'll cut to you now.
Yeah, Everton are definitely probably the better attacking team, but they really just can't place their crosses well enough. And even when they do, they can't really put it either side of Mark Schwarzer going past the post. And Fulham still look somewhat dangerous when they can get up. So really, it's a close game, but I think Everton would probably be winning based on shots on target. It was 6-1 when I last saw a stat on that.
I'll be the first to pass on my condolences to CJ's family also. Moving on. We've just had on air. That's not a good thing. Hopefully Marvin doesn't follow him very soon with the boring game that seemed to be haunting him earlier. And we'll move on. Northampton are losing 1-0
Of course.
to Bradford. No, that is 100% truth, not to wind you up. That is, the goal was from, hold on, let me find it for you, Atkinson after 32 minutes. Derby have doubled their lead against Blackpool. Brayford with a goal there. Accrington have taken the lead away at Floyd. Bloody hell, there's a lot of goals coming in now. Rangers 3, Alloa 0. Elgin City 2, East Fife 0. Fleetwood 3, Bromley 0. Bury 1, Exeter 0. Southend 1, Stockport 0. Doncaster have gone 2-0 up against Bradford Park Avenue. Hume with the goal. And the Police are losing 1-0 at home to Crawley Town. Simpson with the goal. Sorry. Oh, what's happened, Marvin?
Bales whipped a ball in from about, it must be 40 yards out. And I think it's Stephen, yes, it is Stephen Corcoy who's got his head onto it. And it's literally just gone past the post. It was so close. It probably should have been a goal, so Tottenham should be 1-0 up. Apparently it's a corner. I didn't see any deflection, but the corner's being whipped in now. It's not being whipped in. Bale passed it. Bale gets it back, whips it back in. And I think it's Corker again who just heads up. No, it's Vertonghen and he heads over the bar. Still 0-0.
Not bad. Looking back in the FA Cup, quite a lot of goals gone in now, except for in my game, which is still 0-0, which is really not helping things.
Okay.
Still a very boring Premier League day at the moment, by the looks of things. Cowden Beath are now 8-1 up against the Vale of Leven. Stevens in the 78th minute. And they might as well have just not turned up. All they need is one more goal, and it could be like Arsenal Man U last year. Sorry to remind you of that, Marvin. FA Cup. Any more goals? For the love of God, please be one.
That's brilliant.
Probably not. Biggest scoring game at the moment is Fleetwood. Couple of shocks on the cards with Luton losing to Nuneaton. Chesterfield are now 2-0 up against Hartlepool. Sorry, I completely missed that. Hibernian have equalised against St Mirren, Griffith. And Forfar are now 3-0 up against Nottingham County. And Tulloch with the goal there in the 39th minute. Moving on to Matt. See if there's anything else in your game.
Yeah, there was I think Arnie Risa might have been booked now because of a challenge on, I believe it was either Pienaar or Baines. I can't remember. I didn't see the back of the shirt. Or the skin colour, I guess. Yeah, that free kick came to nothing. Lovely ball across the face of the thing, allowed Fulham to break, and they've now got a free kick in a dangerous position. If I shout really loudly, then Tim Howard has probably scored an own goal.
That would be quite funny if that happens again. Imagine a hat-trick of own goals, all the same way.
Yeah.
That would be pretty hilarious, especially against Tim Howard. Anyway, taking off my Liverpool hat for a second. Ross County have gone 1-0 up against Aberdeen. Reynolds with the goal. No, not Liam Reynolds, for those regular listeners. And Motherwell have taken the lead against St Johnstone. Well, I say taken the lead, that might be 2-0. It hasn't come up on the thing. Oh, yep, it is 2-0, I apologise. Murphy with the goal there.
What on earth was that?
I have absolutely no idea. Maybe Marvin's just gone as well.
He's been taken by the Slenderman.
No, I'm still here. I'm just bored.
Unfortunately, you're watching a Wigan game. So that happens quite a lot.
Yeah, but I thought Tottenham would get a few goals, and it's just not happening. Oh.
This is Tottenham you're talking about. They never beat the teams they should beat, and then they go and beat Man United away. Norwich and Stoke is still being dubbed the most boring game at the moment. Not surprised that two Stoke players have got bookings. They seem to prefer to play rugby than they do football. Back in the FA Cup, there are only how many goalless games so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 goalless games out of an awful lot, which is not bad. Going to you, Matt, has there been anything in your game again?
Throw in the Fulham half. Babes will take it. To Osman now, I think. Jagielka with a shot. Oh my word, that was close.
Close but no cigar.
Close. Yeah, no cigar. Just wide again, but very narrowly. He was at least 30, 35 yards out when he took the shot, though, so it was a bloody good effort.
Not a bad effort at all.
Now oh no, didn't come to anything but a corner.
Always a chance. No goals flying in at the moment, although there was that moment of madness not long ago.
Oh, this is crap.
You chose the Wigan game, you can change at any time.
Regretting it so much.
CJ, you back yet?
Change to Norwich versus Stoke.
I do seriously worry for CJ's life at the moment. Due to the fact that he is not replying. Oh no, he is replying, sorry, I did not see that. Yep, he disappeared for a bit and he said there's been no goals anyway. Thanks for the update, CJ. The mini update anyway. Give you that. Still just the one goal in the Premier League. Preston have taken the lead against Yeovil. Partick have taken the lead, 2-0 up against Cove now. Our first half time. Scottish Cup. Inverurie 0, Arbroath 2. So, any Inverurie fans we might have out there. Not going very well at the moment. A lot of orgasms going on.
Jelic could have scored.
Tell us about it.
Mistake from the Fulham defence. Kicked it directly towards Jelic, who, to be fair, was quite wide, and Jelic could have had a shot to score. But he's put it over the bar.
Okay, Jelic is usually a really good finisher. Preston seem to have opened the floodgates. They've scored again. It is now 2-0 and Amu has scored for them. Chesterfield 3, Hartlepool 0. Clay has scored there. No, not Brodus Clay. Guiseley 2, Barrow 1. Barrow have got a goal back in the 44th minute. And Crew 2, Wickham 1. Ellis with the goal there. Crew taking the lead. Still just the one goal. Oh, no. There's been another goal in the Prem. And it's at the game that was being dubbed the most boring game. Norwich City 1.
Yes.
Stoke City 0. And it's a goal from Bradley Johnson. Was that CJ back? Yep, thank God. We did genuinely thought you'd been taken by Slenderman.
Just added on in the Spurs game.
Just confirmation of the goal there at the... Confirmation of the goal at the Norwich game. Scottish Cup, Stranraer 0, Queen's Park 0, half time. Half time slowly trickling in now. And by slowly I just mean just the 2. So it'll get faster in a minute.
1 minute of added time with Fulham and Everton.
Yep, won the only 2 games in the Prem with an actual goal in it. The other one surprisingly being Norwich, which you wouldn't expect, with Chelsea and Tottenham also playing. Empower Championship. No more goals in that so far. Obviously Birmingham and Wolves losing, along with Blackpool, Barnsley and Leicester. Not a very good day for the Midlands teams by the sound of that so far. SPL. With the 1 half time, Inverness, Caledonian Thistle 1-0 up at Kilmarnock. Dundee 1, Hearts 0. Hibernian 1, St Mirren 1. Ross County 1, Aberdeen 0. And St Johnstone 0, Motherwell 2. There's been a goal that's just completely gone past me. I have completely missed that. Edinburgh 0, Queen of the South 1. That wasn't the biggest goal for me to miss. Could have been a lot bigger. Could have been an Oxford goal, which is still unfortunately not come. But judging by the stats, it's not going to come anytime soon. Unfortunately, our first half time in the Premier League, Swansea 0, Chelsea 0. Harrogate 1-0 up against Torquay at half time, Dumbarton 2, East Stirling 1. Dumbarton take the lead and then half time straight after that. Motherwell 2, St Johnstone 0 half time. As the half time start flying in.
Spurs 0-0.
Half time at Fulham and Everton.
There we go. We got 2 0-0s there. Matt, would you want to start us off with a analysis for that first half, considering your game had a goal in it?
Very back and forth stuff. Fulham are probably lucky to be ahead, but it's not as if they've been out of the game. They have, of course, scored. I think I'll just bring up the team lineup now, considering I did not have a team lineup earlier. Schwartz was in goal. Reefer, Aaron Hughes, Freed Hangland, and Reese on the in the defence for Fulham. Damien Duff, Mohamedou Diarra, Chris Baird, and Alex Kakanaklic in the midfield, with Brian Ruiz and Dimitar Berbatov up front. For Everton, it was Tim Howard, who scored an own goal, apparently. Seamus Coleman, Phil Jagielka, John Heitinga, and Leighton Baines as a defence. Morales, Osman, Neville, and Pinar in the mid, and Fellaini and Jelavic up front, with Fellaini playing centre forward and Nikica Jelavic lone striker.
Thank you. Notts County have taken the lead against Portsmouth. Just thought I'd read that one out for you. And Crystal Palace have taken the lead against Blackburn.
Oh, not to win it.
Yep.
Who scored the goal?
I will find out for you ASAP.
Oh, it was Zoka. I've already got it, thanks.
Oh, there you go. Well, that didn't take longer than expected. In the Championship, there was another goal, and I forgot which one I didn't read out, which does not help. Huddersfield Town taking the lead against Bristol City. That's the one. Let's go now with the goal. The entire Premier League is half time now. Half time's just starting to flood in. It's going to be all over the place. I will read out the current scores so our panellists can have a break, which I think they deserve, especially CJ. Fulham 1, Everton 0, Norwich City 1, Stoke City 0, Sunderland 0, Villa 0, Swansea City 0, Chelsea 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0, Wigan 0. FA Cup first round. Earlier kickoffs were Bournemouth 0, Brentford 2. That's probably going to finish that way. Hereford United 3, Shrewsbury Town 1. AFC Floyd 0, Accrington Stanley 2. Aldershot 0, Hendon 1. Barnet 0, Oxford 0, half time. Bishop Stortford 1, Hastings United 0. The current scores are all 1-0 to the home team as well, to save me just constantly saying this. Bournemouth 1, Damon Redridge 0, and then Bristol Rovers, Sheffield United, Bury, Exeter City, Carlisle United, Ebbsfleet. As you can tell, there are a lot of 1-0s at the moment. Chelmsford, Colchester, Cheltenham, Yate, and then I can now read out other scores considering they're not all 1-0 now. Chesterfield 3, Hartlepool 0, Coventry City 1, Olseley Town 0, Crewe 2, Wycombe 1, Doncaster 2, Bradford Park Avenue 0, Fleetwood 3, Bromley 0, Forest Green Rovers 1, Port Vale 2, Gillingham 0, Scunthorpe 0, Guiseley 2, Barrow 1, Kidderminster 0, Oldham 0, Lincoln 0, Walsall 0, Luton 0, Nuneaton 1. Carlisle have got a goal in the first half. So Carlisle now 1-0 up against Ebbsfleet. That adds another 1-0 onto the list. Mansfield 0, Slough 0, Met Police 0, Crawley 1, Morecambe 1, Rochdale 0, Northampton 0, Bradford 1, Portsmouth 0, Notts County 1, Preston 2, Yeovil 0, Rotherham 1, Stevenage 0, Southampton 1, Stockport 0, Swindon, Macclesfield is 0-0, Harrogate, Shocker 1-0 away lead at Torquay, Wrexham 1, Alfreton 1, York City 0, Wimbledon 0. Quick read out of the Championship, then we'll go for a break. Have we got time? Yes, we have. Birmingham City 0, Ipswich 1, Burnley 1, Wolves 0, Charlton Athletic 1, Middlesbrough 1, Crystal Palace 1, Blackburn 0, Derby 2, Blackpool 0, Huddersfield 1, Bristol 0, Hull City 1, Barnsley 0, Nottingham Forest 1, Millwall 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Peterborough 0, and Watford 1, Leicester 0. Thanks for joining us for the first half of the show, and we'll be back as soon as possible with the second half. Right, and we're back on air with part 3 of today's show. We missed one goal, and I can't remember where that goal was, so we'll just leave it for now, and you'll obviously hear it in the full-time scores. Have any of your games kicked off, Marvin?
Yeah, we kicked off about 20 seconds into the game. Dempsey has been booked. Free kick was given away, and he didn't want to move out of the way of the ball, so he got booked for that. Tottenham are on the break now, but other than that, not much happening.
Well, I hate to be the one who say it, but Dempsey's turned into a right cunt since he moved to Tottenham.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, he has.
CJ?
No, not kicked off yet. It's still all coming up now.
There we go. Game's just about to kick off there. And finally, Henry Hatsworth, Matt himself.
Yeah, Fulham passing it around in Everton's half, about 4 minutes into the second half here. And Diarra spreading the ball out wide. Somehow it stays in. It curves back in. And attempt. Oh, across the face of goal.
Unlucky there. Barrow have equalised against Guiseley in the FA Cup. Hunter, 48 minutes.
It's just been a good chance for Tottenham.
Go for it.
Bale played in Dempsey, who was on the edge of the box in the semicircle on the edge of the box. Turned away from, I think it was Caldwell. And that was a nasty challenge there. He turned away from Caldwell, had a shot, but Ali did save it pretty comfortably, and then he cleared it. But there's just been quite a bad challenge there. I'm not sure who's just been booked. It might be Emerson Boyce. It's just a blatant blatant obstruction on Lennon, and he has been booked for it.
And quite rightly so, if it was blatant.
It was Figueroa, by the way, sorry, not Emerson Boyce.
Figueroa there. So far, no, just the one goal in the second half between Barrow and Guiseley. Oh, as soon as I say that, Sheffield Wednesday have taken the lead against Peterborough. Barkley with the goal.
Ooh.
And Queen's Park have taken the lead against Stranraer. And Anderson with that goal. Premier League, still just the 2 goals. Obviously, Fulham 1, Everton 0, and Norwich City 1, Stoke City 0. Ayr United have equalised against the team's name I can't say. Moffat has scored, 50th minute. Ross County 2, Aberdeen 0. Ross has scored that goal.
Tottenham probably should have just had a penalty there.
Go on, what happened?
Dempsey was in the box, and I'm not sure who played it over from quite a way back, but I don't know his name, but I think it's Gary Caldwell. He's just literally ran into him. Although he's won the ball in the air, he's literally just ran into him. Dempsey's gone down, and in my opinion, that should have probably been a penalty. There was a bit, not a scuffle, but a bit of a disagreement after. But then they've shook hands, so it's obviously all good now.
There we go. Nothing much happening in the second half so far, but every time I say that, there seems to be like 5 goals going at once. So let's keep saying it.
Go on, son.
FA Cup, just the 1 goal in the second half out of all those ties so far.
Ayr have equalised.
Have I missed something? Say that again.
Ayr have equalised.
Ayr have equalised. Yep, I said that against the team I can't say. I will get that. I will say that correctly by the end of this. I promise you that. Well, I can't promise anything, but I'll give it a go. Just keep.
Has anyone got the Blackpool score, please?
The Blackpool score, yes, certainly. I will get you the Blackpool score. Blackpool are Oh, Blackpool have just got a goal back, so thanks for bringing me on to that. Derby County 2, Blackpool 1. Ince has just scored a penalty.
No, Tom Ince,
Yep, former Liverpool Academy player.
former Notts County loanee.
Was he a loanee from Liverpool?
Yeah.
He has always, to be fair to him, he has always been a really good player, in my opinion.
He'll be at a big club when he's older.
He should be. We should never let him go. And keep players like Nabil Elzar. That was just, oh dear. Anyway, moving on from that absolute catastrophe that was Nabil Elzar.
Stephen Ireland was in some green things with his arm.
Every single game in the championship has a goal in it.
So that's
And looking through, there's still only... This might be quite possibly the most boring set of Premier League games we've ever had. So I apologise to you three.
Yes.
Because this is pretty woeful if there's still not been that many goals. And to be fair, to say that one of those goals is also an own goal, which doesn't help. Forest Green have equalised against Port Vale. So there's a shock, potential shock on the cards there. Port Vale doing alright in the league, beat Oxford 3-0 not long ago. Arbroath.
Oh, goal!
Hold on, let me just say the score. Arbroath 3, Inverurie 0. Gribben after 58 minutes, and I'm taking it by that reaction, there's been a goal.
Fellaini scores after a wonderful cross and cutback from, I'll just confirm this soon. It's Morales who cuts it back to Fellaini, and Fellaini just fires it in inside the box.
And we have our
Game on.
third Premier League goal of the day. Elgin City 3, East 5-0 now. Moore with a penalty in the 55th minute. Keep hoping that Oxford are going to take the lead. But it really doesn't look like it at the moment. Every single thing that says is defending throw-in by an Oxford United player, which really doesn't help. Couple of shocks on the card so far in the FA Cup though. Hendon are 1-0 up away at Aldershot. Bristol Rovers 1-0 up at home to Sheffield United. And I'll try and find the other big one. Well, the other two ones I would say are pretty big. Nuneaton are leading at Luton. Luton obviously are quite a well-known team. And Harrogate 1-0 up away at Torquay United, which would also be quite a shock. Nine County have got a goal back against Forfar. It is now 4-3, Nine County 1. McDonald on the 57th minute. In the Championship, Derby County have straight away scored again.
Oh! It's in! Goal!
Hold on, Robinson has scored again for Derby County. And now Marvin. Wigan have scored.
Wigan have scored against Tottenham. It was a fall in. It's curled onto the crossbar. And Brad Friedel thought it was going in, so he tried to palm it away, but he's palmed it. I think he's palmed it onto the crossbar. And I think it's Ben Watson or Shane Watson. I'm not sure of his first name, but Watson has he's put it. It is over the line. It's a mile over the line, and he's just blasted it straight over the line from about, I think I'd say 6 yards. So yeah, but Wigan winning 1-0. It's 1-0 to Wigan.
Wigan are 1-0 up away there. And another bit of good news for you. Notts County are now 2-0 up.
Oh yes, get him.
Arquin with the goal. Kilmont 1, Inverness 1. And Rotherham 2, Stevenage 0. Frecklin with the goal there. But yep, you'll be quite happy with that. Unfortunately, Matt, Northampton's still losing.
Of course, don't worry. Interesting tidbit. In Germany, Schalke have equalised against Hoffenheim.
Yeah, but that's Germany. No, we don't like the Germans. Let's keep it at that.
I don't mind them.
maybe that's just an English thing then. Anyway, moving on from that, I've probably just lost our entire German listeners. Might have been one. Kidderminster are 1-0 down now at home to Oldham. Montano with a goal. Ooh, Chesterfield 4, Hartlepool 0. Forbes with the goal. Middlesbrough have taken the lead away at Charlton. McDonald has scored there. Bradford Park Avenue have got a goal back against Doncaster. Marshall with the goal. So now Doncaster have got a slender lead.
Just to say, as soon as a goal went in, Adebayo stripped off to come on, and a bit of a shock really. Jermaine Defoe, one of the best players on the pitch, took him off and brought Adebayo on.
See, I don't get that because I think Defoe's one of those players who can really get you a goal when you need one.
Nab in there and get a goal.
And I don't see Adebayo as that kind of player. Oh yes! Oh, finally!
Oxford.
Right. Watson scored has just been confirmed for Wigan. Bristol Rovers 1, Sheffield United 1. Rotherham 3, Stevenage 0, Frecklin and Barnet 0, Oxford United 1. James Constable with the goal in 56 minutes. So at the moment we're through to round 2. That is just, I am quite happy with that. Right, so Matt, what's going on in your game?
Oh! Yeah!
Alright, we'll get to Marvin. Something nearly happened. Go on, Marvin.
It weren't much really, but Jan Vertonghen, he's got a beast of a shot on him. It's fell to him from a long free kick, and he's absolutely rocketed it. Empson Boyce has got in the way, and he must have hurt it, but it's gone out for a corner. The corner's come in now. Wait.
Oh, it appears CJ must have said something. CJ?
No, it's happening.
Alright, have you not got it yet then?
No.
Alright, well, I won't say it that yet then, but you are in for a treat in a minute. Brechin 0, Bonnyrigg 2. Renton, 58th minute. It has a Sunderland Villa thing on the screen at the moment. Do you want me to give you spoilers? Because if you do, Sunderland 0, Aston Villa 1. Gabby Abominable with the goal.
This is really behind anything.
Villa have just scored.
Yep.
Yeah. They haven't in mind. Yeah, they just scored now.
You're just waiting for it. Sterling 0, Devereux 0. So I'll come to you in a minute. Devereux 0 1. Ayr United 2. Clough, yeah, whatever. 1. Albion 1, Morton 1. Rotherham 3, Stevenage 1. And Burnley 2, Wolves 0. Right, CJ, how did the goal happen?
I just need to see a replay. Absolutely very scruffy. Gabby and Paul were going to be injured.
Oh, every goal's got a game in it. Every game's got a goal in it now. Sorry, Swansea City 0, Chelsea 1. Victor Moses has scored. Out of all the players that could possibly score for Chelsea, it is Victor Moses. Charlie Austin scored for Burnley, or as Oxford fans call him, Bobble Austin.
He'll be off to a Premier League club soon, Charlie Austin.
We call him Bobble Austin due to something that happened in a playoff final for Swindon Town, where he could have scored a very vital goal for them, and as he went to shoot, the ball bobbled up, and he hit it into about Rose Ed at Wembley.
Oh my word!
CJ, have you seen a replay yet?
Yeah, the ball came across the goal, Ben Texton headed it in, and it went right to, he headed it across goal, it went right to Gabby's feet, and he just pelted it with smashed it as hard as he could.
There we go.
And
No better way to get a goal.
He got tackled at the same time, like, he's injured.
Ooh, that's not very good.
I don't know if he's gone off, but
That's not very good. Matt, did something happen in your game?
Yeah, Everton had a really good chance, whipped it across goal, and one of the Everton players running into the box was just probably inches away from the ball. Otherwise, it would have been a tackle.
First red card of the day. I apologise for cutting you off there. Something that Chris will be happy about. Bury have had a sending off. Sodje for a second yellow card. Ebbsfleet have equalised against Carlisle. Elder with a goal. And Brechin have got a goal back against Bonnie Rigg Jackson in the 61st minute. And the Premier League looks like it's finally picked up a bit. Took until the second half. Bury at the set. Well, I didn't notice that Bury had taken the lead, but Bury are 1-0 up. But are going to have to defend that lead now against Exeter.
One back on the pitch, but he's got a huge limp. I think he's going to come off.
If he's limping, he probably will have to come off.
Yeah, I don't know why he's even back. He doesn't have a shin pad on one of his legs.
Inverurie have got a goal back against Arbroath Bain in the 67th minute, so it's Arbroath 3, Inverurie 1. Wrexham have had a player sent off. Mayabe, violent conduct. And Grimsby have taken the lead against Tamworth, and Cook has got that goal.
Goodness sake, man.
Marvin, what's happened?
The referee... I'm not sure. The referees gave a bit of an iffy foul to Tottenham, right on the edge of the box. I think it's Ivan Ramis, who scored last week for Wigan, who's brought Jan Vertonghen down. But in my opinion, I don't think it is a foul. But now there's a good chance for Tottenham to equalise, and if this does go in, then I don't think it's deserved because the foul wasn't. It wasn't a foul, in my opinion. That was may think different.
Bournemouth 2, Dagenham Redbridge 0. Sorry, Gillingham Watt have got a goal back. Northampton have got an equaliser. For Matt, Malta scored.
Malt.
Yep, not Akinfenwa. Aldershot have got a goal back, so that's one of the potential upsets out of the way. Wrexham 1, Alfreton Town 2. Alfreton taking the lead again for a Bradley penalty. Hibs 2, St Mirren 1. Griffiths has scored again. I really rate Griffiths. I think he's a really good player. Should be playing in there.
Free kick coming up now. It's Kyle Walker to strike. It's hit straight into the wall, but it's gone out for a corner.
Why would Kyle Walker take a free kick?
Well, he scored a cracker, didn't he? I think it was last season.
I know, but that was last season.
It was a cracking free kick.
I mean, you got players like Dempsey and Bale on the pitch. Surely
it was more of a right-footed shot, so
Dempsey could have had that.
The corner was wasted.
Personally, I would have just done what I always do on Football Manager: give it the goalkeeper. You never know.
Get up! Ooh.
Something nearly happened.
Oh! What a save by Ali Al-Absi. I'm not sure who it was that took the left-footed shot. I'm guessing with the left foot. I'm guessing it was Bale. Just on the edge of the box to the right-hand side. He shot, and it was at Ali Al-Absi, but it went for a crowd of players. So it's a really good reflex save. Wigan are still winning, and Gallas is struggling with an injury by the looks of things.
Carlisle 2, Ebbsfleet 1, Noble, 61st minute. Cheltenham 2, Yate 0. Mohammed, 65th minute, and Sheffield United have got a goal back against Bristol Rovers through Blackman. Coventry 2, Ardsley 0. Christie with the goal there. Swindon 0, Macclesfield 1. Yes, Macclesfield. Diagne has scored. Edinburgh 0, Queen of the South 2. Riley with the goal. Alfreton have had a player sent off. Bradley, second yellow. As have St Mirren, sorry. Millwall 2, Forest 1. Darius Henderson. Crystal Palace 2, Blackburn 0. Murray with a penalty. Chelmsford and Colchester, there has been a goal. Chelmsford are now 2-0 up against Colchester. Simmons with the second. He also scored the first. Hoping for the time that Oxford score again,
Tom,
which is not going to happen. And if I keep saying that, it very well may happen. York
the
City.
Met Police playing today.
York City have taken the lead against Leeds, and Middlesbrough are now 3-1 up against Charlton. Ledesma. Say that again, Marv.
Are the Met Police playing today?
Yes, they are 1-0 down.
Who was it? Is it Crawler?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crawley at home. But it looks like Met Police are giving as good as they've got in the game. And I hope that they were one of the teams that I wanted to Oxford to actually draw. Possession at the moment, according to this, has been 50-50, but I don't really trust statisticians that much when it comes to stuff like that. It's been 10 minutes left on this part. Barclays Premier League, every single game has a goal in it now. Fulham 1, Everton 1, Norwich City 1, Stoke City 0, Sunderland 0, Aston Villa 1, Swansea City 0, Chelsea 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0, Wigan 1.
Oh, it's off the line!
Sheffield United 2, Bristol Rovers 1, Port with a goal, Crewe 3, Wickham 1, and FK Swindon had a player sent off, foul and abusive language, Flint. Derby 4, Blackpool 1, Salmon has scored, Elgin City 4, East 5-0. Just going back onto the foul and abusive language, it's not a surprise that a Swindon player gets sent off for that when they've got Paolo Di Canio as their manager, who's the biggest foul-mouthed perv manager I know. That might be me being a bit biased there, but still. Moving on, Nicholson scored for Elgin. Connor Salmon is a really good player, I rate him quite a lot. He scored for Derby. Why did you want to know the Blackpool score earlier, Marv?
Because Ian Holloway, is it today that he's left? He's left Blackpool today.
For
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, he left for Crystal Palace, last night.
I was just seeing how they were getting on without him, to be honest.
Well, not very well, they're 4-1 down.
Exactly.
So, and Palace with a Holloway now, 2-0 up. So,
Crystal Palace this season.
Kidderminster now 2-0 down to Oldham. Nairn County are making a real big comeback. It's 3-2 now. Upson has been sent off for Yeovil for serious foul play. Gillingham 2, Scunthorpe 0. Burton has scored the second. Gillingham obviously doing really well. My first ever Oxford home game was against Gillingham, and it was a boring 0-0 draw.
Oh my word!
Do you care to elaborate on "oh my word"?
Fellaini has scored another.
Tell us how it came about.
So I've got to get a replay on this one.
Alright, I'll come back to you when you get one.
Yep. Alright, here we go.
Go on.
Okay, Jagielka just throws one up to Fellaini, and Fellaini's just like, fuck you, turns beautifully, and then just punts it straight into the corner. Fulham 1, Everton 2.
There we go. Unbelievable, Jeff.
Stephen Fletcher's went off injured.
Stephen Fletcher's gone off.
Yeah.
That is not good for Sunderland, considering he's pretty much the only player that scored for them. If I'm
My captain on Budweiser as well, so I'm not happy about
that. Substitutions. I've just looked at the substitutions for Sunderland. They brought on James McLean and Louis Saha and took off Sessegnon and Gardner. Why would you take off Sessegnon? He's a brilliant player.
He hasn't played that good this game.
That might be why.
He's not had the best of seasons I've had there.
Stranraer 1, Queen's Park 1. RG has been sent off for Tamworth for violent conduct. It's all happening all of a sudden. Hastings have got a goal back against Bishop Stortford, so that's now 1-1. And Met Police are now 2-0 down to Crawley.
Oh.
So, ironically scored in the 69th minute, Butch Clark with a goal. That's my childish side coming out there. So, latest scores in the Premier League: Fulham 1, Everton 2. Norwich 1, Stoke 0. Sunderland 0, Villa 1. Swansea 0, Chelsea 1. Sturridge comes on for someone. I didn't really look that well at that one. I'll go back to it. Yep, Daniel Sturridge has come on in place of Moses, which seems a bit weird to take off the goal scorer. But there you go. Torres is still being given the chance. Just got confirmation of Fellaini's goal for Everton. Looking through the scores. There are... Oh no, sorry, I thought I saw Oxford had scored again there. My mind is playing tricks on me, that is not helping at all.
The Rangers.
That's just not very good at all. In that, for the people who want to know how Cowden Beef finished, considering we kept going on about it, it was full time, Cowden Beef 8, Vale of Leven 1. Stewart got a hat trick in that, for those of you who know who Stewart is. And for those of you who don't, then fair enough, because I didn't either. But he scored a hat trick. You know who he is?
Yeah.
Glad you do. Would you like to tell us whether he's any good?
He's Cowden Beef, not out there. Standards.
So he's not Premier League standard.
No.
Alright, he's not one to look out for then. There's been a goal in every single game in the Premier League now. Has there been one in every single FA Cup game? Let's have a look. There is one FA Cup game letting us down, and that is Mansfield versus Slough. That massive tie. Championship, every single game has a goal in it. SPL, every single game has a goal in it. Scottish Cup, every single game has a goal in it. So there's just been a lot of goals today. Just like to say, at the end of this, I am going to be doing a full roundup, which includes every single league, which is going to take the piss quite a lot, considering there are a lot of leagues on today. Rangers 4, Alloa 0. McCulloch, Elgin 5, East 5 0. Chelmsford 2, Colchester, it hasn't come up on the screen, doesn't help. It's 2-0, that's it. Rose, Chelmsford has scored. Oh no, 2-1, sorry. Rose has scored for Colchester.
Substitute just got taken off.
Hey Tom, guess who's losing Macclesfield?
Hold on. Watford 2, Leicester 0, Forestry. I'm just finishing these. And Rangers have scored again, so Rangers are now 5-0 up.
Oh, who was it?
Crawford. And Matt, go for it.
Swindon Town 0, Macclesfield Town 1.
Yeah, I know. I am so happy about that. Just because it's Swindon.
Yeah.
And everyone hates Swindon. Well, I like to think that anyway. Just because they've got Di Canio. And who likes Di Canio? Right, 1 minute 30 left in this section. We'll have a quick round update from the game. So, starting off with you, Marv. Oh, he's not there. I really need to start looking at this. Right, CJ, we'll start off with you then.
Just 1-0, and apart from that, nothing's really happened. Steve Fletcher never taken off deep back. Gabby seems like he's one of them.
There we go.
Those somehow scored a better throw. What? Nothing.
And Matt.
Fulham are on the attack at the moment, trying to get probably an equaliser. Oh, nearly got there as well.
Tell us what happened quick.
Got a header, but it went over the bar.
There we go. There is 30 seconds left, so again, I'd like to quickly thank everyone for joining me, Matt, CJ and Marv, and we'll be back with part 4 very shortly. Welcome back to the final part of today's show. Quickly bring you up to date. Bradford, Doncaster 3, Bradford Park Avenue 1.
Game over.
Brown, 76th minute. Ross County 2, Aberdeen 1. McGinn has scored there. Got a goal back for Aberdeen. Watford 2, Leicester 1. Nugent scored for Leicester. And Elgin City 5, East 5 1. Goal back for East 5 by Mill. Premier League games remain unchanged from last time you was with us. Fulham 1, Everton 2. Norwich City 1, Stoke 0. Sunderland 0, Villa 1. Swansea City 0, Chelsea 1. And Tottenham 0, Wigan 1. Wigan potentially winning away here at White Hart Lane.
We've got something on for injured Mark. Just got some, well, not just. They got substitute.
And carrying on in the
that's a foul, right?
in the biggest game of the day, Barnet 0, Oxford 1. Obviously, everyone wants to know about that game. It's very hard to keep your bias off air when you're doing this, so I'm not going to bother trying. Nil, Ipswich Town 1, Mick McCarthy. I don't know whether he's taking charge of this game, but if he is, they're winning. Burnley 2, Wolves 0, his old club, not winning. Charlton 1, Middlesbrough 3, Crystal Palace 2, Blackburn Rovers 0. Derby County 4, Blackpool 1, Huddersfield Town 1, Bristol City 0, Hull City 1, Barnsley 0.
It's not been given.
Nottingham Forest 1, Millwall 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Peterborough 0, Watford 1, Leicester 0. Marv, what happened?
Well, Tottenham had a free kick, a corner, sorry. Oh no, it was a free kick, and it was whipped in, and it was headed out, and Kyle Walker, a lad named Carroll, by the way, and this Carroll lad took a shot, and it's deflected straight at Aruna Kone, who has gone on a run, and he's got into the box, and I haven't seen a replay, so I couldn't really say, although looking at it from my point of view, it looked like it for Wigan, but it was not given. But I'd say I haven't seen it again, so I don't know. I don't know whether it was a penalty or not.
It was.
Oh my word!
Matt, go for it.
Lady took a shot from the far right of the box. No, far left of the box, and it went off of Schwartz's leg and hit the post. It could have easily been a hat-trick. I didn't think anything would have come from that sort of angle. But it nearly did.
There we go. Fellaini could have had a hat-trick. He is in my fantasy team, so go on, Fellaini.
I just hit the bar after they passed the back to
Whip it.
head kicked it clear. So then the goal was wide open. The goal was wide open. Stephen Ireland took a shot and then kicked it off the bar.
Ooh, not bad, not bad. Marvin, what happened?
I'm not sure. Did I say anything?
Yes, you did. You went, go on.
Oh no, I was just urging him to whip the ball in. To be honest,
I'm taking it you didn't.
You should have really, but he didn't.
There we go. That interesting bit of play there, where he should have whipped it in, but he didn't. I forgot to mention that the that's not helping. That it's just doing the loading sign. What's happened? What's funny?
I'm not sure who it is. I think it's Jordi Gomez and Jan Vertonghen, and they've just got hold of each other's shirt, and they're going round in a circle trying to get the ball. It's so funny, and they might show it on a day later if people are watching. But yeah, it's been given as a free kick to Wigan. I didn't said it was the other way, but yeah, Wigan's still 1-0 up, and it's 6 minutes to go, so they could pull off a shot win. You know.
That would be very good for them if they did.
Free kick, surely.
Matt, anything happened in your game?
Not much since then. I've had a free kick, ineffective.
Another orgasm. Go on, Marv.
Oh, the resulting free kick, Figueroa has lashed it. Absolutely lashed it. And it's
Oh my lord!
centimetres over the bar.
Back to you, Matt.
Oh, Naismith for a cross and Fellaini with a beautiful volley, and Swanson gets his fingertips to it. Curls right into his hand.
Ooh.
But Fellaini came so close to having the greatest hat trick I've ever seen.
That is not bad at all. Rangers are 6-0 up now, just to let people know. Inverurie 3, Arbroath 3, Carlisle 3, Edgefleet 1 now. York have, Wimbledon have equalised against York in the 80th minute. Met Police have got a goal back against Crawley, Alan Tate. Swansea have equalised against Chelsea. I'm not sure of the goal scorer yet, but I know it is 1-1. Which is quite interesting. And that's what happens when you keep Torres off on the pitch, because you're not going to score now. But we'll let him get away with it for now. Oh, Pablo. Pablo has got the goal. Pablo Hernandez, I'm taking it as. CJ, anything happened at your game?
No, just a goal kick.
Just a goal kick. Are you
more in the new for no reason? Just standing around.
That's very interesting.
Commentator probably saying something but it's in Spanish. So.
What a game.
I'm listening to the Knox commentary, Tom.
Yeah.
And one of the commentators said that one of our players, Jamal Campbell-Rice, was punched in the face by one of the coaching staff.
Well, that's a bit weird, random.
But yeah, if that's true, then the guy should be sacked, to be honest.
He actually should be. Just confirmation of that Swansea equaliser. Steve Nidge have made it. They got a goal back again. Preston 3, Yeovil 0. Bell sent off for Kilmarnock. Rochdale got a goal back against Morecambe. So I'm going through some old ones here. Kennedy with a goal back. I've done the rest of these ones, so I will leave that at that for now. Yep, the goal scorer has been confirmed as 88th minute, Hernandez, goal back for Swansea City. So, Chelsea, as things stand, are going to be in second. And Manchester United will be top of the league. Again. People are sick of hearing that now, but it is a sad fact of life that Manchester United keep on top of the league. Accrington Stanley have added a 4th against Floyd, and I think that's pretty much that now. Full time, Arbroath and Inverurie drew 3-3. Wrexham have scored again, so Wrexham 2, Alfreton 3. That one's not over yet. Southend 2, Stockport 0. That is now over.
Oh, nice play. Nice play. Oh, that's actually he didn't win the ball.
Quick look at the Oxford game. Oxford have scored again. I do not know the scorer, but it is now Barnet 0, Oxford 2.
Oh my lord, this is crazy!
That has literally just come up. Tell us about it.
Oh my goodness me. Dangerous ball whipped across. One of the most dangerous balls that Fulham have ever produced in this match. There hasn't been any. Berbatov completely misses it, and I believe Sidwell gets on in. And scores the winning goal.
It is the Ginger Ninja, Steve Sidwell. Zach Whitbread has been sent off for Leicester for a second bookable of first.
for Villa and Red Bull.
Sorry, I'm not booing you, CJ. Luton have just got an equaliser against Nuneaton. Scott Rendell with the goal. That is now 1-1. Unfortunately so. The goal scorer for Oxford, if I can get it. No, it's still being unfair to me, and it won't let me see the score. Millwall are now 4-1 up against Nottingham Forest. Keogh has scored to make it 4-1 to Millwall. And Rangers are now 7-0 up against Alloa.
7? Am I hearing right?
Yep, 7-0.
Oh my lord, that's hilarious.
Go on, Wigan.
That is pretty hilarious.
Oh!
Tim Howard just dived to try and prevent a corner in like the last 2 minutes of added time, and he missed. Pulling with a corner here.
Full time, Rangers 7, Alloa 0.
You know what the worst part of us is?
I apologise for my coughing on air. I am pretty ill.
Always gave it away. Come on, son.
And I will give a quick update on
Give it in!
Has anything happened?
Oh my days! No, it came to nothing. A pass over into the box. Oh, he's won it back. Oh, he's giving us a free kick. Yeah, pass over into the box. And it was about to fall for Bale. Someone got in and just touched it away from him. And and it's now a free kick to Wigan.
Full time, Elgin 5 East 5-1.
Time, 5 minutes.
5 minutes of added time.
5, yeah.
Okay, that's out of nowhere.
I don't know why, but 5 minutes.
Coventry 3, Owlsley 0. Stephen Jennings with a goal. Aldershot 2, Hendon 1. Southend 3, Stockport County 0. So a few more games, pretty much game over there. Oxford are probably through to the next round now. Obviously the FA Cup draw will probably be tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Which is quite good. I still haven't got the other Oxford scorer, which is starting to annoy me because I want to know. But good news, Swindon 0, Macclesfield 2.
Yes.
Louis Thompson own goal. And now Swindon are out the cup. Cheltenham have just scored again. Cheltenham 3, Yate 0. Zabrowski, 90th plus 2. So that is now 3-0. Airdrie United 2, Rafe 2. Bruce Spence, 90th minute. Quite a lot of full times coming in now. Confirmation of Andy Keogh's goal to make it 4-1 to Millwall against Nottingham Forest. Dumbarton 40, Sterling 1. Carlisle 4, Ebbsfleet 1.
Oh!
They're into the 93rd minute at Carrow Road. It is still 1-0. 4 for 3, 9 County 3. What a comeback. Chesterfield 6, Hartlepool 1. Westcar. Lincoln City 1, Walsall 1. Walsall with the equaliser. Bowerman, 87th minute.
Oh, it's over.
Over at Swansea as well. Swansea 1, Chelsea 1 in the pouring rain. Torquay are out the cup. They have been knocked out by Harrogate Town.
My legs froze with 3 minutes to go. You can't do this, doing that.
Matt, you want to give us just a quick, like...
Oh my goodness, Everton was so unlucky not to win, but it was a really good, somewhat balanced game, if more in favour of Everton. Fellaini could have had a hat-trick and another, and Fulham took their chance as well. That's all I can really say. Cracking game.
Floyd got a goal back against Accrington, 4-1. And just showing scenes of the Chelsea game. And now they've cut to the Fulham game.
2 minutes left at Tottenham.
There you go, 2 minutes left at Tottenham. Full time starting to come in quite quick now.
Still no
How long's left of
this
this part? We have still got 15 minutes left of this
Oh,
part.
he gave a free kick.
That is devastating news there. He's given a free kick. Full time, Barnet 0, Oxford United 2. Oxford are through to the next round. Hopefully drawn against Wolverhampton Wanderers, so I can just get the bus to that game.
This is getting tense.
Derby 4, Blackpool 1, full time. Bournemouth 4, Dagenham Redbridge 0.
Oh, a minute left to go.
Full time, Portsmouth 0, Notts County 2. So there you go, Marv. Notts County is through. Met Police 1, Crawley 2, full time. Matt, Northampton 1, Bradford 1, replay.
Oh, offside. Well, we're doomed.
Replay at Bradford. I would like to point out that Bradford, they guess their attendances through the amount of season tickets they've sold, plus add on to that. So basically their attendances are never what they say they are.
Yeah.
So it always says there's like so many, and they don't. And it's pretty hilarious. And we get like 5,000. I will give a shout out to my local team, Stourbridge, from where I was born. Weymouth 1, Stourbridge 5. Stourbridge are doing quite well in their league, if I'm not mistaken. They are in up there and thereabouts at the top.
Oh my god.
Game on what?
Oh, Alfreton have scored again, so Wrexham 2, Alfreton 4. Wrexham are out, Alfreton are through. That has got to be that now for Wrexham. I can't see them scoring 2 in like little time.
Game over at Spurs.
We go. Wigan have got an away win. They cannot be too happy about that. Can Tottenham? Gillingham scored again. Adam Birchall. Right, let's go through the games. Matt, give us a quick overview of the entire game.
Absolutely batshit nuts. There's a quick overview of the game.
Thank you. CJ, is your game still going on?
Yep. Still got 2 minutes left. Well, probably is.
Would you like to give us just an overview of what's it been like so far?
First half was all built up. Second half was all built up until the informal goal. Then after that, I think Sunderland had 68% of the possession.
Fair enough. Chesterfield through in emphatic style. 6-1 win. And finally, Marv, would you like to give us a quick overview of your game?
Well, the first half was one of the worst first halves of football I've ever watched in my life. The rope was coming out in the first half, but the second half, it was a great game. And probably Wigan deserved to win with the chances they had. Probably deserved a couple more early on as Tottenham pushed forward for the equaliser. But yeah, I think Wigan deserved a win. So yeah, all good.
Do you want the West Ham City lineups?
Yes, you can. Go for it.
West Ham, Arsenal in Reed, McCartney, Moore, Jarvis, Carroll, Ben, Noble, Ryan, Cummins, Agia, Man City, got Hart, Ludy, Company, Nasic, Mishi, Yaya, Dewey, Milner, Jeff Wood, whatever is not locked up.
There we go. And the full times are pretty much. Go for it.
Yeah, that's it done.
There we go. I'd say the first halves of these games were pretty woeful.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Very poor first half.
But they're pretty much all full times are in now. I would give a quick overview, but my internet has decided that's the best time for it to just completely mess up. Oh, I'm getting a few full times through. That's a bonus. Including it telling me that Oxford has finished 2-0. Thank God. No. What the hell?
My mum is so fat, she makes cat money look like a Kit Kat.
There we go. Out of nowhere, anything can happen on this show. Full time, Blackpool's first game without Ian Holloway. Derby County 4, Blackpool 1. So what does the future hold for Blackpool, I wonder? Doesn't look very good. Blackpool have always been known for their attacking football, but that was probably much down to Ian Holloway and the way he likes to play football. I'll give an overview of the full-time scores in the Premier League so far. Early kick-off, Manchester United 2, Arsenal 1. Fulham 2, Everton 2. Norwich City 1, Stoke City 0. Sunderland 0, Aston Villa 1. Chelsea 1, Swansea 1. Tottenham Hotspur 0, Wigan 1. FA Cup first round. For what I've got in my full-time scores. These obviously will probably change because they're not all the full-time scores. There are still a couple of games going on. Hereford 3, Shrewsbury 1. Boreham Wood 0, Brentford 2. AFC Floyd 1, Accrington Stanley 4. Aldershot 2, Hendon 1. Barnet 0, Oxford 2. Bishop Stortford 1, Hastings United 2. Bournemouth 3, Dagenham Redbridge 0. Bristol Rovers 1, Sheffield United 2. Bury 1, Exeter 0. Carlisle United 4, Ebbsfleet 1, Chelmsford 3, Colchester United 1, Cheltenham 2, Yate 0, Chesterfield 6, Hartlepool 1, Coventry 2, Owlsley 0, Crewe 4, Wickham 1, Doncaster 3, Bradford Park Avenue 1, Fleetwood 3, Bromley 0, Forest Green 2, Port Vale 3, Gillingham 3, Scunthorpe 0, Guiseley 2, Barrow 2, Kidderminster 0, Oldham 2, Lincoln 1, Walsall 1, Luton 1, Nuneaton 1, Mansfield 0, Slough 0, Met Police 1, Crawley 2, Morecambe 1, Rochdale 1, Northampton 1, Bradford City 1, Portsmouth 0, Notts County 2, Preston 3, Yeovil 0, Rotherham 3, Stevenage 2, Southend 3, Stockport 0, Swindon 0, Macclesfield 2, Torquay 0, Harrogate 1, so that's quite a big upset there. Wrexham 2, Alfreton 3, and York City 1, Wimbledon 1. Empower Championship. Birmingham City 0, Ipswich Town 1. Burnley 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Charlton 1, Middlesbrough 4. If I'm not mistaken, I swear there was another goal just. Crystal Palace 2, Blackburn 0. Derby County 4, Blackpool 1. Huddersfield 1, Bristol City 0. Hull 1, Barnsley 0, Notts Forest 1, Millwall 4, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Peterborough 1, and Watford 2, Leicester 1. SPL, Dundee 1, Hearts 0, Hibernian 2, St Mirren 1, Kilmarnock 1, Inverness 2, Ross County 2, Aberdeen 1, St Johnstone 1, Motherwell 3. And finally, the Scottish Cup, Cowdenbeath 8, Vale of Leithen 1, Airdrie 1, these are all I can get by the way due to the internet. Airdrie 1, Rafe 1, so this is going to cut out early, but I know Rangers were 7-0. Albion 1, Morton 1, Ayr 2, Clackercudin, whatever you say it, 1, said I'd give it a go. Brechin 1, Bonnyrigg 2, Buckie 0, Turriff 1, Dumbarton 2, East Stirlingshire 1, Edinburgh 0, Queen of South 2, and Elgin 5, East 5 0 is all I can get. I apologise to the other fans of other teams out there. You got the final words of the 3 panellists and the shows that they watched. I'd like to thank Matt, CJ and Marvin for coming on. And we will see you all next time.